Hey guys, Chad again. How you doing? Thanks for stopping over. Got another knife release for you. This is Joe's knife. Joe ordered a little neck knife, a little skinny knife. So here it is. This is also my new box. And I put something on Instagram and maybe on Facebook. I might add a little picture, but this is my new box. And I thought I'd show it off because it's kind of proud when you. It's kind of neat when you make these extra steps. You get proud about that. So what's really cool is this picture right here was actually drawn out by my kids. And they drew this picture out, and I came home one day and I thought that was cool because they overheard me talking to a buddy when he was asking me if I had a logo. And I says, no, I don't have a logo. I just got a maker's mark to put on my knives. That's it. He says, oh, it'd be really nice if you get your boxes made, get a logo on there. So I came home one day after doing some errands and such, and the kids drew that out for me. So I talked with the folks over at Fantastipack, and they're awesome. They're over here in Washington State, and they hooked me up. They helped do the design. They helped get the boxes and answer the questions. So I got 3 different size boxes for different size knives, and they set it all up. And during our emails, when you get an email, usually from me, I have a little logo. Sometimes you got, I forgot what it's called, signature maybe, where you have your name and like a little catchy phrase or something down below. And I have one of those. I've had it for years. I can't even remember when I started doing it, but it was for years. And they saw that over at Fantastipack, and they threw it in the box, and they surprised me with it. So I said, yeah, I like that. So when you get your box, just like this, it's got the little logo and stuff like that, and the address. You know, the email address on here. But then when you open the box up, it has that there. And I thought that was cool. Let's see if you guys can read that. If I can get that in there. There you go. But I thought that was nice. Having that logo across there, if I prefer peace, I prefer peace, but if trouble must come, let it come in my time so that my children can live in peace. I just thought that was cool. So anyhow, thanks again for everybody at the Fantastipack. If you're seeing this, you know who you are. Start throwing out names, everybody's going to get jealous. But you guys know who you are that helped me with this, so I appreciate it. So anyhow, I thought I'd show you Joe's knife because Joe's going to be the first customer to ever get one of my new fancy boxes. You won't always get this stuff. I have a bunch of it laying around from other packages I got, so I thought I'd do it. But at some point I'll probably run out of it or have to buy some. But I usually try to save stuff up, bubble wrap or what have you. So Joe got a little neck knife, just like this. Now I made the paracord a little bit longer just so you could adjust it. You can always cut something. You can always cut it and shorten it here as well, but I just did this so you could drape it over his head and hang it on. So works really nice. But again, shake test, not going anywhere, right? Now Joe's knife is the little 5.5-inch Skinner, and he picked out double dyed acrylic stabilized curled maple for the scales, and he has a nickel silver tong tube in the back, lanyard tube, and he has those stars that you saw in some of the other knives I've done in the past. That nickel silver 5-point star really turned out nice. But so there's Joe's knife, tapered tang, as always, just a simple Kydex little neck sheath. But you can really see how that spalt, or that curled maple, that double die really came out sharp. So, I'm sorry, it's got WD-40 on it, like all my knives do. I put the WD-40 on them, at least all the D2 steel ones. A little dirt here, but very sharp. So it's definitely not something I'm going to play around with right now, but it gives you an idea. You know, it's just the standard ones. You guys have seen some of these in the past. So, but I just thought I'd share them out because I like to share a customer's knife with everybody else because it gives you guys an idea on exactly what the woods look like or what the micartas look like once they're on the knife. You know, it's one thing to see it as a block form in a picture or something like that, but it's another thing that once you get on a knife and you can see. And with some of these, it's really hard because it was very red at one part and very gray at the other. And I'll throw some pictures in of what the scales looked like, kind of like some of the befores when I was doing this. And the trick is not only to get that flame so you don't get all red, but when you start looking at the scales sideways, not the flat part like this, but sideways, you'll notice that sometimes the dye changes. the reds or the grays or the browns or the blacks or the greens, whatever it would be. It changes, the grains and such. So the trick as a knife maker, using that, is to make sure I can follow that grain. So when I put them on here and I scale them and I shape them and I sand them, you get a contour, you get the looks of all those. And again, it's one of the challenges of being the knife maker, but dealing with wood, rather than just throwing them on, grinding it, and calling it good. I try to play with it a little bit to give the customer the best look, the best aesthetics as I can. So, but anyhow, nice little neck knife here. Let's see if we can get this on, so you guys can see it on me. So if I wear it over my shirt, it's hanging just like this, which isn't bad. It's a nice little feel right there. But pops right off. And again, it's meant to, you're holding it like this if you're skinning out stuff, but you can get in there and you can hold that knife. And what's really good is this ends, especially for me, most of the guys, it ends right there in your pinky. So if you're holding it, you're right in here. So if you got to stab something or thrust at something, it's not gonna go up. You're gonna keep a nice tight fist on that. But again, it's not a self-defense weapon really. It's something more that you can use outdoors. Something you can, if you got animals, you can clean out animals. You can use them, whether it's a small rabbit, pheasant, partridge, quail, geese. You can do a lot of stuff with this. But anyhow, it was really nice. So Joe, I appreciate it. Thank you for the support, Joe. I really like that. And again, guys, thanks for everybody stopping over the channel and supporting me. It's great. I think I got 55 subscribers right now, which is awesome. I would have never thought I would have had that. But just the last couple things is the law enforcement knife. I'm going to put this video out right before May 1st, and May 1st is the drawing for the winner of the National Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Knife. I'll throw a little link in description, or maybe throw a picture in here. As you see, it's just my standard knife, and I did it with the ferro rod and everything, and a lot of the blue and the black is law enforcement related. The Blade Tech Clock was, again, trying to stay with that law enforcement motif, that look, but staying in essence to my hunting and bushcrafting type knife. The chances, all the information, what the money's going for, and what it's all about, you can check it out on ckknifeandtool.com. You can jump over on Facebook, as well as MeWe and Instagram. I've got everything on there. Check it all out. Get a chance, get a raffle chance before it's too late. Again, I appreciate everybody's support. Thanks for the subscribers. Thanks to everybody that's been supporting the channel and supporting me as a knife maker on all the other social media aspects. I do appreciate it very much. Guys, take care. Have a good one. Enjoy your spring, and we'll catch you in the next video.